W.F. House presents an unabridged recording of The Far Land by Brandon Presser, narrated by Russell Bentley.
Author's Note. When I travelled to Pitcairn in 2018, it was not my intention to write a book about the infamous HMAV bounties, mutineers and their descendants. But the longer I spent there, the more questions I had. How did 48 people come to live on an island impossible to access by commercial conveyance? And what really happened to their forebearers who settled on the lonely rock some 200 years prior? Every time I peeled back the proverbial onion, I found another layer that seemed more unbelievable than the last. This operatic saga of treason and obsession, paired with the abject strangeness of a modern society of castaways, was quite simply the most fantastical story I had ever come across in my 15-plus years as a journalist. It's so incredible, in fact, that the history of the mutineers' violent undoing reads more like an epic novel. But I can assure you that this is indeed a work of non-fiction. Every sentence on every page was weighed and considered after 3 long years of rigorous research, combing through hundreds of resources from old captain's logs and newspaper clippings to the other tomes penned by writers who have similarly descended down into the darkness of Pitcairn. Fact-finding continued beyond the library too. In-depth interviews and seminars with historians, psychologists, religious scholars and experts on Polynesian culture helped paint a more fully formed perspective on both the causes and effects of tribalism, trauma, psychopathy, paranoia, and survival in the bleakest of conditions. In the past, the Pitcairn Chronicle has largely been illuminated through the mutineers' point of view, Fletcher Christian in particular. Here, great care has been taken to dismantle the misogyny and racism inherent in the white, colonial male gaze, offering broader insight into how this diverse cast of characters grappled with the overwhelming adversity of their very real fates. Relative to the British sailors, little is known about their Tahitian consorts who, in previous accounts of the Bounty's journey, have been othered and infantilized through the use of broken English. In this version, the dialogue attributed to the women and some of the secondary seamen has been tweaked to more accurately reflect the reality, that they were just as rational, cunning, and self-actualizing as the men long considered the heroes of this tale. This is the only rejiggering in an otherwise authentic recounting of what took place for...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?